So here we have the Mini 5-door hatchback on a 65 plate. Now I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels, black roof and black mirror caps to match one another as well. We're going to start off inside the boot space first. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have plenty of boot space, which you can increase further by folding down either or both of those 60/40 split folding rear seats, should you wish to. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle, though, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, we have the speedometer in the centre, and the fuel gauge on the right-hand side. Within the speedometer, you can see the total miles of this car there, 60,116. You can change information displayed above that by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer and fuel economy information, including the digital readout for the speedometer that you see there. If we back out to the steering wheel, we have cruise control, speed limiter, phone and stereo controls. And then in the centre, the main screen for the car. So the movement that you can currently see me making is being done using this dial. You can use the collection of buttons that surround it as well, of course. So we're on the main menu at the moment. Using that dial, you can enter your radio menu by pushing it down. You can rotate it to any of these options where you can see we've got FM, AM and DAB. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do so under the multimedia heading. We've got USB input, Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input as well. You can pair your phone from here, enter your contacts menu. Mini Connected will give you Mini Customer Services, for example. You can also check out the vehicle information section and a settings menu as well. Main volume for the stereo is just here. We then have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger temperature, driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. When you're happy with those settings, that's your air conditioning off. And back on again. Or hit auto. The car will then maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. You can turn that off whenever you wish to. We can turn off the traction control. The start and stop for the engine, and the stop and start, which is something different altogether. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows. We have a 12-volt charging socket, USB and auxiliary inputs, 2 cup holders, the gear lever for the 6-speed manual gearbox, and you can change your driving setup of the car. So you're able to put the car into sport, mid, which is your everyday driving essentially, and green mode. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Glenbourne's. We'd love to hear from you soon.